Good morning. Today we're going to discuss something that is usually either overused or underused. So let's have a look at it. It's called original size. Well, original size has its uses, and mainly it's used properly with scans or targets or even greeting cards, invitations, Christmas cards that you developed and devised in another program. Okay? Well, let's have a look at something obvious first. Let's have a look at the target. Okay? Now I'm going to put this target in here at original size. So I click on the zebra button, click original size, close this guy up, and there it is. Now what is the original size of this? Whoever made the target said I want 7.92 by 5.77 at 390 pixels per inch. That's their choice. That's the way they made it. Now we have to keep this. Why? Because this target is actually made for Profile Prism. It's a software that you make your own printer profiles using Profile Prism. So we scan this, and then we take the scanned image and we put it inside the software of Profile Prism. Profile Prism then begins to read these colors, okay? And as it reads the colors, it has to have the colors in the right place. You can't just arbitrarily have a different size, okay? Because if we had this thing at, let's say, 11 by 14, all these colors that were here, the reds, are now up here. So it won't match what Profile Prism software is trying to find. So you can see, obviously, that it is imperative that we use original size with something like this. Okay, let's move on to another example. I'm going to clear this out. And let's take this email print. I printed out an email. This is the original, okay, like that. And I cropped this part, okay. I cropped it on the scanner glass, okay. So we're going to take that, and if I wanted to keep that size, I would say, give me my original size, okay. There we are. Flip the page over so it's easier. Now, supposing I said, well, wait a minute, this is a greeting card. It's not an email, it's a greeting card. I want to put 2 on a page. Well, fine, I got original size with 2 on a page. I could make it smaller if I want, but then you might have trouble reading it. It all depends how you designed it. Okay, so that's another instance of where you could use original size. All right. Now, here are 2 scans. I scanned this image. By the way, this image is shot by one of our forum members, Jeff, and I think it's a beautiful image. So I'm giving him credits. Oh, it's sideways. Okay. Well, anyway, I scanned it. We're not going to flip it over now. And this one is scanned. If you look carefully at the hotbar is at the bottom of my screen. If I take my pointer off the thumbnail, I lose the facts and figures. But here's your hotbar down at the bottom, okay? So if you look at that one, it'll say 600 ppi, okay? Look carefully. It gives you the size of the print at 600 ppi, and then it gives you the resolution. If I go on this one, it's 300 ppi. Okay, I scanned it twice. Once at 600, once at 300. Okay, let's put this in original size and see what happens. Okay, and now we'll do the same for this guy. Holy moly, they're both the same size. How could that be? One is 600 ppi, one is 300 ppi. Well, the reason for that is obvious. As I scanned this at 600 ppi, it made a larger file size. It made a higher image size, a higher resolution. Okay, you see the 40, about as halfway across. 4797, that's the pixels in the image. Now, if I move over to the 300, it's half, 2398. So by keeping those two numbers in coordination with the PPI, the image size stays the same. Okay, that's beautiful. That's proper. Okay, let's move on to the next item. All right, hang on now a second. Okay, now I'm going to clear the queue here. There we go. And here's a bird. Okay, here's a pretty bird. Nice looking guy. Okay, I know somebody's going to call me up and tell me it's a female, but I don't know. I'm not a bird person like that. Okay, anyway, if I take this and set it in as original size, okay, it's going to reflect the size that I have set up in my Q image. For example, if I have custom and I go to original size, you can see I'm telling my Q image, hey, if it doesn't really have an original size, use 300. At least it's reasonable. Because years ago, Photoshop would put out 72 PPI in this arbitrary figure, and down at the hotbar, you'd get sizes like 45.72 inches by, I mean, really out of this world stuff. So I don't know what they use now. I think 180, but I use 300 because it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing, okay? And it's just a place to start. So at 300 PPI, I put that image in there. And if you look at the label, 300 PPI. But look at the print size, 783 by 1174. What kind of size is that? I wanted 11 by 14. Okay, so I'm going to switch this to 11 by 14, like that. Okay, now I've got 11 by 14 on A3 paper, and what do we have? 213 PPI. That's going to make a gorgeous print. I mean, it's nonsense to say I got to have 300. That's been proved over and over and over to be a myth, an absolute myth. So there we are with our 11 by 14. Here's your size on the tag, 11 by 14, and it's 213 pixels per inch. Now let's say, for the sake of discussion, that you don't make your own prints, or if you do, they're little ones, but this you want a big one. You want an 11 by 14, and there's a store down the block, or there's an online printing service, and their criteria is, I want RGB color space, and I want 300 PPI. Oh, well, I only have 213. What am I going to do? Well, Q image to the rescue. Okay? All we have to really do is right-click on this, and that sends us into the print to file box. You can make sure the paper size matches by using this button here, where it says use paper size current at 300. Okay, but we're set for 300 right here. So all we have to do is say okay. Now we go to the print button and we say, what do we want? We want a JPEG, a TIFF. Well, that's up to you. But make sure there's a check mark in the rest in peace box here, RIP, okay? And that'll take away all the unnecessary white paper and just say print. And this is telling you where it's going to put it. And this is saying, well, I'm going to put it in something called QPrints. All right, that's fine with me. And here we go. Boop, boop. Okay, now it says, do you want to clear out your on deck? No. And now it says, would you like to see the print? Yes. And there it is. Now, here we are. I'm putting my pointer on it. Again, look at the hotbar. It's 300. Okay. This guy, if you remember, was 213. And we made 300. Let's pop it in the queue over here. Okay. All right. There we are in the queue. And What do you think, kiddo? You can't tell one from the other, right? I'm popping back and forth. There might be a slight uh, difference in location, but of course you can see the paper jump up and down just a hair, but that's all. Anyway, there you've done it. You've got a 213 and you've got a 300, and you can make your print service very, very happy. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's discuss just a little technicality, a little touch here. I just want to make sure I've got everything working right. Okay, um, talking about interpolation for printing, setting it up so that QImage will send the proper, most precise data to the printer. If you're in one of the other programs, Lightroom, Photoshop, PaintShop Pro, whatever you like to use, that's fine. You have certain facilities there. You can remove a head and put it on somebody else's body and all kinds of wonderful things like that. But in the end result, when you save it, you're interpolating. When you change the size and tell the resolution to change with it, you're interpolating. And what that means basically is you're adding pixels or taking away pixels. You're changing the number of pixels in the image. Okay, that's fine. But if it's just a matter of size, why not do it in QImage? QImage can do anything. You can select your size from the predetermined sizes like that, okay? Or you can go into custom and make your own size, enter specific size, even decimals, any specific thing for invitations that have to fit in an envelope, whatever the situation calls for. But the advantage will be that you can interpolate once. In other words, once you set up your size, your print, and everything else, like this, for example, okay, like that, and you've decided on a specific size, let QImage do the interpolation. It does it once and sends the proper size, proper number of pixels, properly interpolated with the best interpolator on the planet, and you're all set. If you interpolate twice here and once there, and then you go over there and you want to put a border and you save that one and you do this and that, you're only degrading your image. Maybe it's imperceptible, but you're degrading your image. Okay, if I go in here and I say to QImage, okay, make a mat. Okay, all right, I've made a mat. Okay, I don't have to save this again. I just say done. And now I make a print and I got a red border. Okay, same thing if I put text on it. I don't have to save it again. I just make a print and I got a red border and I got text. So you can see this is the proper way to do things. Sometimes it's unavoidable. You have such a specific design that you imported and things like that that you have to do it the other way. Well, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying for general usage, this is the way to go. Hang on now. Okay, last thing I think I want to show you is this. If you look here at the hotbar again, at 600 ppi, look at the resolution just to the right of it, 4797 by 6444. Okay, now I'm going to just pop this open here because I wanted to show you. Let me clear this out. Show you how I got that. Okay, if we take the 6444, see the number there? Okay, and we put it in the calculator and we divide it by the 600 ppi, okay, equals 10.74. Okay, now look again at the hotbar. See what QImage says? 10.74 inches. Okay? If I do the same thing, I won't bore you with this, but if I do the same thing with the other image, the 300 ppi, and I divide the resolution by 300, I get the exact same number. So that's how you get the same two sizes with different resolutions. Okay, it's just a matter of arithmetic. Okay, gang, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope something made sense, and we'll see you next time.